Women's March featured convicted accomplice to murder as speaker. Convicted felon and kidnapper Donna Hylton spoke at Women's March. A woman who was convicted of kidnapping, torturing, raping, and then murdering a man landed a cherry job in the Women's March. She was listed as a featured speaker of the event. The name of this woman? Donna Hylton. The one refreshing thing about Hylton is she openly did what many in this March for Hate secretly want to do: kidnap, rape, and murder men. Bring the patriarchy down. In the mid-'80s, Hylton, along with 6 other people, 3 men and 3 women, kidnapped Thomas Vigliarolo, a 62-year-old real estate broker. They sodomized him with a 3-foot pole, they said, because he was a homo anyway. Their words, not mine. Yeah, she's also a bigot. But it's okay, she's black and progressive, so we'll give her a pass on murdering people she thinks might be gay. In a Psychology Today article about the crime, New York City detective William Sperling stated, "I couldn't believe this girl, who was so intelligent and nice-looking, could be so unemotional about what she was telling me she and her friends had done. They'd squeezed the victim's testicles with a pair of pliers, beat him, burned him." The article in Psychology Today also reveals that Hylton had delivered a ransom note to one of the victim's friends that requested $435,000. The victim was already dead at this point. Hylton was convicted of kidnapping and other charges. She was sentenced to 25 years in prison. Now, since her release, she's been a social justice activist seeking prison and sentencing reforms and a veritable darling of the progressive hate machine. Do you remember what happened to the founder of Mozilla because he gave money to a group resisting legalizing gay marriage? That man was tossed out of his own company by a bunch of virtue-signaling, bigoted members of the progressive hate machine. Do you remember what the progressive hate machine did to Paula Deen for once possibly using the N-word in a private conversation? Well, they almost destroyed her career and reputation. But murder a man while being a black woman who supports your pro-death, pro-murder, anti-life cause? Gets celebrated by that same group of virtue-signaling, bigoted members of the progressive hate machine. The virtue signaling of the progressive hate machine is not so much about virtue as using social shame as a means of silencing your political opposition. But thanks in large part to the successful campaign of President Donald Trump, the power of that social shaming is diminishing daily. Stories like this just help hasten the demise of that one trick progressives had to get their way when pesky facts once again interfere with their agenda.